Hey guys, Dano here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Part 3. And from what I understand, pretty much all of you want to see me bang Miranda Lawson. Horny Little Devils obviously have been paying close attention and have noticed her rather obvious camel toes throughout this game. So we'll just have to wait and see if that happens or not. I will say that, Jesus Christ, that girl that is based off her looks a lot like her. No surprise. Let's see. So first of all, I want to say that a lot of you guys' comments and suggestions, questions, pretty funny. Laughed a lot reading some of those. Never would have imagined some of the burning questions you guys want me to answer, or whether or not I like Coke versus Pepsi, but now I know. So let's see. Somebody brought up the teammate deal. Who do I think are the best teammates? And to be honest, in Mass Effect 2, I think you can choose just about any teammate and not go wrong. I don't think that there's necessarily one best teammate or a pair of teammates. And I think you can definitely optimize it depending on the kind of class that you are. And I think if you're going something like an infiltrator, the sniper, if you're, to me, the only real problem with the sniper class is just, you know, it can be annoying to have to finish somebody off who has, you know, barely any visible health left. And, you know, basically for that reason alone, I would just choose a class that, like Morden or something, that uses Incinerate, just so you can finish off the guys that you're not killing in one shot, which should just about be everyone anyway, even on Insanity. Otherwise, as the Vanguard, I think, I don't know. I think a lot of the abilities, regardless whether they're damaging or warp or pull, will stun or daze most of the enemies, regardless of whether or not they still have their shields up, which can be super, super useful. In the beginning of the game, at least, while I'm still thinking about who I want to choose, I tend to basically go dual snipers. I think in the beginning I usually go with, what's his name, Garrus and who's that ding dong? Zaid. They both have nearly identical abilities. They both use the sniper rifles. And then they both have concussive shot. And concussive shot is nice because, I mean, it's basically just a kinetic blast or whatever. I mean, it's basically what it should be called. It can daze guys, like I said, when they have shields up, and when they're on the ground, it can basically throw them across the floor, give me a few more seconds before my charge picks up time. You guys just saw me throw a flashbang. I don't know why the game offered that to me at the beginning. I think it's completely fucking useless. It shouldn't even be on my bars. I don't know that I'll ever pick up another power besides heavy charge. It just seems totally useless, to be honest. If there was a way to use, you know, another power and not have it, not have it, whatchamacallit, trigger the global cooldown or whatever, I would do that in a heartbeat, but unfortunately that's not the case. So, finally, we get to see a little bit of action here, you know, the first boss fight. One way of doing this, like I was watching a Bruce's video the other day, is definitely to abuse the line of sight mechanic and peg him down with the pistol and wait till he has a small amount of red health and then finish him off. But, you know, I just think that's way too safe. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not fun to me. The other way is to basically just repeatedly charge into him and hammer him and take him down that way. It's a little annoying. This first shotgun you get is just so fucking weak. It's, yeah, I don't know, a guzzler of piss as far as I'm concerned. Wish I could get the Eviscerator right off level 1. As soon as you get to, I think it's, I don't know, not Freedom's Progress, the next one. Wherever you go next, you get to use it, but not in here. Anyway, so a note when using heavy charge, like you see, it's going to regen my shields, but it's not going to regen your health. If it did, I think, like I said, I think Vanguard would probably be the best class out of all of them. So, but even with it just regenerating the shields, like you're seeing, that heavy charge gives you a few seconds of just hanging out. Oh, trying to get a different weapon, and I can because the weapon selection system sucks. And yeah, there's, like I said, I have no abilities on nothing to decrease the recharge time, and there's just nothing he can do to me. Obviously, you have to make slight use of cover. No matter how fast you dance around him, he will still run up to you and butt fuck you. It just trains his aim on you perfectly, but like I said, there's no reason to sit back and peg him from a distance if you can take him out up close. I mean, that's as easy as it is. Easy as it gets. This game, I think, is very, very dialogue heavy in the very beginning. So just bear with me until we get to some more solid action scenes. I think when I'm all done with this game, I'll probably go back through my clips and break them up and, you know, put a whole bunch of action in a few different scenes just so we can go back and watch that. Like I said, I'm actually not playing. I'm just now, like I said, finished my boards up like a day or two ago. For the first time in years, I have some actual time to spend playing games. So, you know, I feel like even with a mouse and keyboard, I'm a little rusty, which, Jesus Christ, terrifies me about how awful I am with the controller. It makes me wonder if I'll ever get adequate with that. But, you know, as time goes on, I think I'll be getting better and better in this game. Plus, you get more and more levels and stronger, so that helps out a lot. So, whatever stuff you're seeing now, hopefully you'll be seeing much better in the future. Not that this stuff is necessarily bad. To clarify with everybody, should have said this earlier on. Yes, I am going Paragon. I think Renegade is a blast, but this save file, I'm actually going to try to, you know, set it up. So this is the file I'll use when Mass Effect 3 launches, if I can hold on to it for that long, or maybe I'll have to play through it again. But yep, like I said, going Paragon. There was another little comment that was kind of funny on one of the videos. It's talking about when you're doing the hack mini game and all they think about is like sandwich battery, and I think that's actually an excellent way to play through the hack mini game. That's what I do too. Like when I'm looking at them, you know, I just have little things that I say. I think what do I look at? Call them a block. I just put the one I say down, Y, whatever. And yeah, the order that I memorize them in is the order that I know that they'll be there. So when I see the second one, I can go back and play it, and it saves time a little bit. Not necessary. So anyway, that's about it for this video. I think a few people have said that they don't. It's hard to listen to the commentary and both watch the video at the same time, especially the dialogue, which is why I obviously have the captions on the screen. And yeah, if you have a hard time watching it while listening to me talk, I mean, this is why I have to go back through and record the dialogue, or I'm sorry, record the audio over it, because there's no way that I can both play a game and then think about stuff and talk about it at the same time. It's just not possible. Even when I'm playing with people online, I usually, I don't know, I'm not the most talkative person when we're playing. I'm usually really focused on what I'm doing, and that makes it hard for me to just have this running commentary. You know, once I get comfortable with the game and I start doing well, you know, it's fine. But I want to do a good playthrough, and I want to make sure that I'm, you know, not being a total, like I said, vagina when I'm playing through this, and it's just hard for me to focus and figure out what I'm doing good and what I'm not, and what's working and what isn't. Meanwhile, coming up with like creative content to talk about, it's just not easy. I feel like a total ding-dong too, just sitting there and, you know, essentially like narrating my way through a video game as I'm doing it. Not that I'm necessarily above that. Not to bash anyone else who does that, because obviously it works pretty well for Bruce and just about every other commentator out there. You know, I'm kind of surprised they're able to do that. I just seem to have a really hard time. So that's why this isn't live, and the only live stuff you'll see will most likely be when I'm playing with other people, because it's a little bit easier for me to do dialogue than by myself. Like I said, it's just not easier, and I feel like I have so much I want to say at any given time about video games that this is a more enjoyable format for me to use. So I hope you enjoyed, and if not, you know, there's a lot of other commentators out there to look up. So anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned for some more.
I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omni tool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Miranda and Jacob aren't enough? How many do you need to keep me in check?
I've made it clear to Miranda and Jacob that you're in charge. You decide who joins your squad. Everyone else on this list was chosen specifically for this mission. They're the best.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, records sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've got that sorted out, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Salarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see it.
I told you he would.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.